to the world of Remnant, and today we're moving on to Kingdoms.
Ooh.
Whoa, gotta explore some Kingdoms, what? Also, a big thank you and shout out to Will.
Thank you.
For helping us with everything about RWBY. He has a RWBY encyclopedia, and he is on Discord on Iron Crow.
So if you have RWBY questions,
so we're just
tag
like,
him.
we're like, again, I want to promote his show that's coming out in Knowledge Geek, which is all about RWBY. It's a RWBY podcast, so if you guys would ever want to be on, like, is he having guests, right?
He could.
Okay, if he has guests, I'm like inviting people on for him.
I know.
If he's having guests and you guys would like to talk about RWBY, we'll let you know when that does start publishing. But anyway, guys, here we go. Kingdoms. It didn't show up yet.
The world of Remnant is a dangerous place.
Indeed.
Particularly for man. In the countless years that humanity has roamed the planet, civilizations have grown and fallen. But 4 have withstood the test of time. Atlas, Mistral, Vacuo, Vale. These 4 kingdoms, with the help of natural barriers and human tenacity, have proven that they have the will to survive. Each kingdom has a governing council to represent the people and their needs. Next comes the military.
I want to explore more.
While most kingdoms only call on its citizens to serve when needed, others find it important to be prepared. There are still those who choose to venture outside the walls of the kingdoms. Roaming nomads and small villages are not uncommon, yet neither is their tendency
I really want to explore more about the kingdoms, like their,
They might.
like
Lastly,
each of the councils
the
and stuff.
Huntsman Academies. These institutions' sole purpose is to train the next generation of huntsmen. The next generation of defenders that will live and die to protect the lifestyle that they've
Look how simple this is, and look how great.
It's so cute.
Yes, the world of Remnant is indeed a dangerous place, but the 4 kingdoms stand as beacons of hope, as safe
For now.
havens from the darkness that surrounds them.
They
They are the key to mankind's survival, as long as they stand united.
Oh, that's concerning.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's concerning.
What is that, foreshadowing something? Okay. Oh my god. Anyway, so something I personally want to see more within the world of Remnant, because there's a lot of RWBY coming out still. I, for one, want to see more of the exploration within the councils and the governments and everything. Like, they've done a bit.
Yeah.
You know, like in future volumes, you're going to see. Actually, in volume 4, they kind of mention certain things. But I definitely want to see from the perspective of somebody within that line of government.
Yeah.
That's like some of my favorite types of things. Like within like One Piece, they do it brilliantly. So I feel as if like RWBY would probably do it really well.
Yeah.
Because they something in volume 8 they did have, but it wasn't from a perspective mainly from people that were already there. I for one just want to see that, because it's like it just gives you more world building and gives you the ability to have like different branches of this government, which then can be like affecting everyone else either negatively, positively, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they can kind of in a way explore more about what these people do.
Yeah.
And like possibly like, let's say if one of the main characters want to go with
That's
the
what I
government
say.
or
I
reform it
think.
or something.
Yeah, especially because they're all younger. I think it's. I mean, you said they get like close to 20s.
I think right.
Yeah.
They get in there like Blake and Yang. I think.
Yeah.
get,
So like
in their
because
20s.
they're in that age range,
Yeah.
I think it would be a good fit for the story
Yeah.
to have someone like go into political power
Absolutely.
to like kind of advance the storytelling. But I'm interested about the nomads. Do we explore that at all?
I mean, actually, I was gonna say something, but I want to say something.
Okay,
about,
spoilers,
like,
don't
where
say
we are in like volume 8, were they referencing that with that specific scene that happened and how volume 8 ended?
I don't know that.
I don't know if that was like kind of like a reference to it, but like a lot of things are explored within RWBY. Like you're gonna see like some characters like on the sidelines that you're like, oh, this is reference to like the world limit. So, I want to know like where they're gonna end up when they're older, because like now is a good, like you were saying, now's a good time to kind of, because they're young adults, structuring where they're gonna go, like what kind of like either government, still be huntresses, going their own separate ways. Depending on what that is, like I want to definitely see where each of the girls are gonna end up.
Do you explore each kingdom? If that's a spoiler.
I mean, yeah, kind of,
Okay.
but like, where, yeah.
Okay,
I
don't
mean,
spoil it. Okay, just stop. Just stop talking.
I'm not saying it. The thing is, a lot of them are more like explained.
Okay.
A lot of them are also like you'll meet some characters that are from there. But there's a lot of stuff that happens first.
Just based on the end of this, I can kind of assume what's going to happen.
The thing is where we've been, between like volume 8 taking place within just 2 days. I mean, it's
what?
Yeah, it's like that takes within just 2 days. So it's kind of in a way like how it's going. It takes place in one spot that you're gonna like kind of know throughout the volumes.
Okay.
So like you're not gonna like explore every single one like yet. Like I'm still waiting to go to every single like continent and like
that'd be cool. I was gonna say they should expand the map.
Expanded it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because the map like, you saw like a small part of the map, but I don't because I know like Game of Thrones and like the Dragon Prince, they have like their full maps. Yeah. Like does RWBY have that? Because that would be really cool to see like all like the detailed map. Yeah.
Isn't it true that with Monty that he found out how to create the map? It was like a smudge on his napkin. I think that's how. And it was, I don't know if it was a coffee. Somebody said that it was like a smudge on his. And he was like, oh, "This is it. This is the map." So, I love when creators make maps. I've always been a fan of it, where it's like you can kind of, even if your characters don't go there, it gives that open sense where it's like the open world. Like a lot of books shouldn't be tight knitted. You know, it shouldn't be just like, oh, it just takes place here. Like a lot of like, I don't mind like slice of life books. You know, like when it comes to like teenage road trips or whatever, like that's like a guilty pleasure here and there whenever you read it and you're just like, okay, whatever. I'm like kind of over that stage. Like I for one like world building. I like when it's like you have maps, like you were saying Dragon Prince and everything. Like Avatar is another good example. Something as simple as that. It's like you even just like, oh, these are the different tribes, this and this and that. Like that's what RWBY kind of is. Like RWBY was heavily inspired by Avatar, so it's like you'll see like some references here and there. But it's like being able to expand the map. I 100% agree. Like there should be more focus on it. And definitely like even if it's like a spin-off, like, you know, it's like even if it doesn't take place within like Team RWBY's journey, it could, in a way, I feel like they could benefit making it from, let's say like they make a whole series about somebody from Vacuo, somebody from Vale, someone from Mistral, like, you know, like all that kind of stuff where it's like you can have one main character explore that, kind of like what they do with like Rune Terror with League of Legends.
I was just gonna say that. I was gonna say like they should, on their website, they should have like a map where you can click on it and like just see like, oh, like there's a shop here, like stuff like that. So like if you are making an OC for RWBY, you're like, oh, my character comes from here,
that'd be amazing.
And they work at this shop that's located here, like stuff like that. Like I think that would be really, really cool. I'm sure fans have done things like
that where they make certain maps, but like I view it where it's like it's a beneficial thing where you can actually grow your own writing prompts. Like it's basically a writing prompt for you where it's like, I'm gonna build this map and I'm gonna have you guys like create these characters within like Vacuo. You know, that's a good.
Because RWBY is literally perfect for D&D.
It really is.
So it's like they really should do that.
100%. Yeah. They made they did like what the
D&D
thing we should definitely do. Yeah. That would be really fun. Because like honestly, I feel as if with RWBY, like it has that potential to expand its kingdoms, and I feel like something that is lacking, because again, there's so much that they have to cover, and you only get like 14 minutes per episode, and there's only usually like 12 to 14 episodes. Something that's really lacking, in my personal opinion, like what they can do. Not lacking, more like a fan request. Like I'm just like, can you add more? So I feel like I want to see just characters outside of Team RWBY, outside of the main cast, have their own series, have a spin-off where it's like,
I'm sure they will.
Let's explore.
Yeah, because I said it before.
VR would be amazing for that.
I said it before. Like I don't remember which fight it was. There was a fight in last season that I was talking about. It was like that all the characters that they have, even the ones that don't talk and die like instantly in the fights, they should make spin-offs of any of them, because all of them look like interesting characters. So that's what I like about RWBY is like, because on shows like Naruto and sometimes they're like, okay, the background characters, they all look the same, or you know, like there's nothing interesting about them, or they're just like how RWBY was in the first season where they're like the shadow people. Like now it's like all the people in RWBY, I feel like you could literally make a spin-off of someone sitting in the audience, because they really take the time for character building.
That's the thing too, like people have been wanting Crow to have his own spin-off.
Oh, he's definitely if anyone, he's going to.
That's the thing, is like that team. Yeah. I mean, it's been like people are saying it's hinted, and they've been begging for this for years. I think once they want to, I think what they want to do, which is smart business-wise, they want to finish the first product.
Exactly.
And then they want to expand. You know, it's not like just like, oh, we're gonna milk the heck out of this. It's like, no, there is basically like Monty created like a RWBY Bible. Yeah. Like wrote down all his notes and everything. So it's like, they gotta finish this first. It's like, I know it's like it takes them long, but that's kind of production for you. They want to make sure it's perfect. That's the thing. Yeah. The animation's probably gonna be amazing. That's what I want to say. Like, I'm always like, when I saw like you're gonna see a huge, like when we get into volume 4, huge difference.
Oh, really?
Huge difference. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? And then from there, it just keeps getting better and better. And it's like, I think that's what they're basically doing, and like I appreciate that, because it's like it's quality over quantity.
Good shit.
Good shit, exactly. But anyway, friends, have an amazing day. Stay weird, stay wonderful, stay awesome. Till next time, my name is Fango, I'm a movie fan person every single day. Bye.